welcome back to my channel. So this is going to be part 2 of day 2. So in this particular video, it's really going to be like, I know the first clip I'm really just going back over like what we did in the first half of the day that was in the other video, so I'll keep that in there for you guys in case you haven't seen part 1. And I'm also basically talking about like what we're gonna do and what we're doing, like as far as it being Moonlight magic, all that fun jazz. So I'm gonna let the first clip play and then we'll come back and talk. Okay guys, so I did not record much at Disney Springs. We went shopping. My son got a little Donald, because that's what we call him. We got Blaze pizza, and then we got Blaze pizza for our lunch. We're gonna have like our little dinner. We're gonna have like our dinner at the park. This is what we're looking at right now. Looks like it might rain a little bit. Not too worried about it. We decided that we're gonna drive to the park because they offer complimentary parking for DVC members for this event today. So we're going to, I'm sorry y'all, I keep looking at my hair, but they're offering complimentary parking at 6 o'clock for this event. So we're gonna go ahead and head over there. It's 5:36, about a 15-minute drive. Hopefully we get in, we're able to ride the safari ride. So that's the plan. So come on, let's go. Okay, so as y'all saw in that clip, we was getting ready to leave the hotel to go to Disney's Animal Kingdom. And I swear it was like, it started to sprinkle when we were walking to the car. And I was like, okay, I'm not gonna like psych myself out saying like, you know, that it's gonna pour and that we won't get to go in the park. So as we were driving to the park, I swear the floodgates opened, okay? And it just rained and rained and rained. And I think it rained for almost like 2 hours. So like, even though we got to the park like about 6 o'clock, we didn't really get to go in until about 8. And I was sitting in the car like starting to cry because I was like, oh my gosh, like I'm not gonna be able to take my son in this park. And it was just, I was upset. I was really upset. But then we saw blue skies. You know how Florida weather is. It'll rain for about an hour or 2 and then it's done. So that's literally what happened. And we were watching all these people go in and get soaked, and I'm like, oh my god, they're gonna be sick. Like, no, why would you do that? But hey, free events, I guess, bring this out of people. I don't know. But so we did get to go into the park once it stopped raining. So I'm gonna go ahead and roll that clip for you guys. Okay, so we had a major hiccup. It started to rain, and I think we waited in the car for about an hour before we could come in. So now we're finally in. We just went through security. I got flagged for my son's bag, but that's no big deal. I expected that. But we're finally going into the park. Yay! Oh, look, he's finally pushing his nephew. Oh! Alright, there's the front of the park. We have a 100 sign, which is kind of neat. I think we'll stop and try to take a picture there after we leave. We're not going to worry about it now. And then there's also a little photo op over there. We'll try to take a picture over there as well. Hey Mom, we should try to take pictures there and there when we're leaving, if we can. That? Oh. And now we're finally going in.
Hello everyone! Moonlight magic check-in straight down this way. Any touch point? From here down to your right hand side, we'll get you checked in.
Thank you.
Love your nails, love your nails.
Thank you. He said any touch point, so it doesn't really matter. Stroller line to the right.
Oh my God, is this?
Oh shit. Thanks.
Is this what privilege feels like?
Okay, so after we touched at, or got checked in at the touch points, they gave us wristbands, and they also you saw the guy, he handed us like a map, basically like what food places were open and what rides were open and all that fun stuff. So after we got that, we got our snack certificates. So we were gifted 3 snack certificates and 2 we were also given 2 vouchers to play like the games in Dinoland. Yeah, the games in Dinoland. And so like we just started, so my brother and I decided to split off. I'm not even gonna say split off. We decided to walk ahead while my parents just strolled along with my son so that my brother and I could ride rides. So our very first ride was Dinoland. So now on our way to Dinoland, we were noticing like a lot of people were getting in line for food already. Granted, with the rain being there, like going into the park, we really only had about 3 hours instead of like our normal 5 hours from 6 to 11. So like I could understand why people were getting food in hindsight. But we were just really focused on getting on the rides. I know I was focused on getting on the rides because I was like, this needs to get done ASAP. So we're gonna go ahead and go to those clips so that you guys can see what attractions my brother and I did.
All this damn cholesterol running wild and they want to go get food.
I'm good. So my brother and I are headed to Dinoland, USA to ride Dinosaur. Everybody is pretty much in line for food. So we're gonna try to ride Dinosaur before it gets...
Like this thing right here.
Yeah, that is a really long line for just something that small. We're gonna try to ride Dinosaur before it gets crazy. But I think we're gonna ride it like multiple times. Remember when we used to play in there?
I don't actually.
You don't remember that?
What about I don't?
That was like the fun stuff.
I remember scraping my knee in there, oddly enough.
Did you see his shirt?
No.
It said only pitches. Dino Bite snacks.
It always amazes me the like attention to detail in the.
Oh, like with the.
Like, how do they do this?
They literally get a truck and just.
They just leave it wet.
Yep.
And just,
Oh, look at the crocodile or the alligator.
I really get in there and wrestle with him, okay?
Why? You're so weird.
Kizzy. Oh my God.
So each restaurant has a little sign on what you can get with your snack vouchers. We're not redeeming any of our snack vouchers just yet. Why did we just make a bit? Oh, duh.
That puts you on the main street.
Gotcha. Yeah, so we're not redeeming any of our coupons just yet. Probably we'll do it like, let's say it's 8 o'clock, so we really have 3 hours. So we could use one every hour, but I'm not gonna get anything just yet because I had like a couple of slices of pizza, so yeah. Are you sleepy?
I'm hungry, to be honest.
I'm dead. You're always hungry.
I'm like the hungry Hulk.
I'm
Always hungry.
So fun fact, I used to be terrified of this ride. I used to close my eyes for the entire ride.
Really?
Yeah, I never used to have my eyes open on this ride because I was absolutely terrified of that giant one that we're supposed to avoid.
Yeah.
It scares the crap out of me. Still scares the crap out of me to this day, but I can finally open my eyes, which is nice. So
Hope the line doesn't go all the way back in the end. Yeah, we gotta go out.
but at least the wait is only 15 minutes, or at least that's what it says. But I do enjoy this ride, the older that I got. Now my mom and I did come last year, or not last year, I'm sorry, 2020, right before everything shut down. We came that February. And like I was literally walking on every single ride. Like literally walked on every single ride. I was like, this is bomb. I could do this every day. All day, every day. So, looks like the line's gonna be outside for a little while. But it did say that it was a 15-minute wait. So, yeah. You ready to ride? Are you ready to ride?
I love this ride. This is my favorite ride in Animal Kingdom. Like, better than anything. To me, at least.
I like Mount Everest.
I think it's because there was at one point I was in the park by myself. This is when y'all were just chilling at the resort, and I was the only one with an annual pass. I think I rode this thing like 4 or 5 times in a row. And it was awesome. Because everything else had like a 2-hour wait. So I was like, let's just do it like this. I tried to memorize it, but I probably lost it by now.
Yeah. Predator and prey. Behaviors.
Fun fact. A lot of fossils aren't actually the real fossils. They have to like mimic them because fossils, like the actual bones, too brittle, too weak. They're not hard enough to.
You're a giant nerd for them?
Yes.
Oh, the ceiling's leaking.
Nothing else would you have to have on a scale to have 50 tons? 10! Wow, that was a lot of energy. None was more powerful than clever hunter. Carnotaurus got a menacing razor sharp claw, a powerful ice-like jaw.
Fossils have been presented to the public since the study of fossils began over 150 years ago. Today, that bare bones approach is about to become extinct. In a perfect blending of science and technology, the Dino Institute has created the Time Rover, an amazing vehicle that will literally transport you to the age of the dinosaurs. How? That's proprietary. But the result is a breathtaking journey through a prehistoric world that will witness the most spectacular creatures to ever walk the earth. In a moment, you'll be going live to our control center for a comprehensive safety briefing, and then it's on to the tour that will convince you forever that the future is truly in the past.
Hello there. Welcome to our little trans-dimensional joyride, folks. I'm Dr. Secret, your friendly controller, and a heck of a paleontologist, if I do say so myself. But let's not talk about me, let's talk about you, and how you can help me make history today with the Time Rover. It's like this. If I can bring you back from the Cretaceous period, it stands to reason that I can bring back a live dinosaur with you. And not just any dinosaur. Take a look at this guy. He's an iguanodon, and I'm certain that he is the key to understanding these magnificent creatures.
I tagged him with a locator during an unauthorized field trip. Otherwise, I'd be traveling with you. Right now, our dino should be about here, at the very end of the Cretaceous period. That's where you're going today.
I've arrived, it seems, just in time to correct a little misstatement.
Dr. Marsh.
That is impossibly close to the giant asteroid impact that destroyed most life forms on Earth. Our tours are designed to take you to the early Cretaceous period, and I can assure you that all time rovers have been securely locked on those coordinates.
That's right. See?
Securely locked. Access denied.
Continue.
Of course. We were just talking about seatbelts. Plug them in, use them. It can get kind of choppy out there, so keep your hands and arms inside the vehicle at all times.
Flash photography? I wouldn't. It alters the homing signal, and that's not good. Oh, and one more thing. Those locked coordinates? We're in. Now, here's the drill. You follow the homing signal to the iguanodon, then I'll enlarge the transport field, and boom, you're back with one additional passenger extra large. And don't worry about that asteroid. You'll be in and out of there before it even breaks the atmosphere. Trust me, what could go wrong?
All right, guys, so we're getting on the ride. I totally screamed my head off the whole
Again. I want to go again.
It was great though, 10 out of 10. So we're going on it again. Like literally like right now. We just got off reading right back on because
25 minutes.
that's all right, it's whatever. Because we just met up with our parents and they said that they overheard someone say that Mount Everest is still down. So like that's really the only other major attraction that we want to see.
Flight of Passage.
Yeah, besides Flight of Passage and the Navi River. That's really like the only other two things that we want to get on. But
What else is there over there? We got Navi River.
yeah, it's a bug life that's over there.
Yeah, ain't nobody care about it's a bug, bro.
Yeah, so now we're gonna be at the end of the line. It's a 25-minute wait. It's whatever. I feel like maybe after this I might get my pretzel.
Yeah, feeling a bit peckish as well.
Might as well, right? So yeah. The line really goes all the way back there on a hot day, but nothing to do.
I can't imagine
either. Okay, guys, so we rode Dinosaur twice. Hindsight, it wasn't a good idea because well, you know, I'm still healing from my incision. So me going on that ride twice back to back probably wasn't a good idea for me, but I'm okay now. So after we went on our second ride of Dinosaur, we met back up with our parents and we decided that we were going to walk over to Pandora, which is where the Avatar ride is. Awesome. Sorry, y'all. Had to clean that up. He spit up on me. Anyways, so we decided we were going to walk over to Pandora, which is like where they have the Flight of Passage and Navi River. So the next video, hi. The next video is me and my brother going through the line queue of Flight of Passage. Now it is outside, so it's pretty dark, but I tried to get as much as I could on video, and then I also recorded on the inside for you guys as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and roll those clips. I love the detail of this ride. Like, they did this. I wouldn't mind waiting in here on a hot day. The Banshee projects. And another maze.
No way? Did we hang out? I barely remember the wedding. That was a fun wedding.
What?
People were actually like in there.
Welcome to the Avatar program. Soon, you're gonna have a chance to undertake an amazing Na'vi rite of passage, flying on the back of this powerful animal called an Ikron, or as we call it, a Banshee. The way you're gonna do this is by being matched to something called an avatar. And I'm here to help you guys get ready.
Okay, you guys. So after riding Pandora Flight of Passage, which is just like Soarin' and Epcot, just Avatar themed. So what we did was we met back up with our parents who were at the end of the like at the exit of the ride, and we went on Na'vi River, and that was the last attraction that we were able to do. While in line at Na'vi River, we were discussing like who was gonna go get what snacks, blah 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 blah. So after getting off of Na'vi River, which we rode as a family, including my son, my parents went to go get some snacks, and me and my brother and my son went to go get some snacks. We all met up right at the gate to leave the park. We did not get to use our Dino Land game certificates. The lines were just way too long. Now, if we had had the full 5 hours, we probably would have done it. But given that we only had about 3.5 hours, it just wasn't worth the time. So by the time we got back to the room, it was about midnight going on 1 o'clock. Everybody was really exhausted. And it was very easy for us to fall asleep and go into bed. But overall, loved it. It was fun taking my son into Disney Park for the first time. I absolutely had so much fun. Got to take the little Simba Rafiki picture holding him up. So that was fun as well. But that is all that I have for you guys in this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hopefully we'll get to go to the next Moonlight Magic in September, which would be at Disney Hollywood Studios, which would be a lot of fun to record for you guys. So if you're not already, go ahead, hit that subscribe button. Make sure your notification bell is turned on as well. Make sure you like, comment, share, all of that fun stuff, and don't forget to follow me on social media, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.